Hey guys, what's up? It's Fern. Thank you so much for joining me for another Planty video. So tonight, yes, we are doing another evening episode of Plant Chores. It's 5:24. I feel like this is around the exact same time that I filmed my last Plant Chores video. Yes, so we are getting into the relaxing evening vibes once again. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is make a cup of tea. Okay, now I have to decide which tea, don't mind my nasty peanut butter, that's done, needs to be cleaned out. I need to decide which tea I want. This is what I should be drinking at this hour, the lavender chamomile, but I was kind of thinking I would drink green tea. Well, I'm so indecisive, you guys. The green tea's behind here, by the way, you can't really see it. Or, I haven't had this one in a while. That one's really good too. Maybe I'll go with this one. Okay, so you know I have a list, of course, so let's go over that before we start. Alright, so first things that I have on my list, I added these to this list last week and still haven't done them. So I need to repot both my Philodendron Florida Ghost and my Alocasia Black Velvet. They're both in pon. I was thinking of taking them out of pon, but I think I might just kind of repot them back into pon how they are and clean the algae. That's like the main reason that they need to be repotted. Ugh, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna take a look at the Black Velvet because it's just not thriving, so I kind of want to take it out of pon, but we'll assess that. Next, I need to water basically as many plants as possible because I'm actually leaving for a trip over the weekend, so I'm going to be gone for several days and everybody needs to be watered before I leave. So this is kind of like vacation prep as well. This is the extent of my vacationing. I get comments asking like, how do you go on vacation? And the answer is I don't. Like, I will leave for a long weekend and that's pretty much it. Okay, so pot Philodendron Splendid with a moss pole. That is something that I'm really excited to do. My Philodendron Splendid has been rooting in water for several weeks now, so I think it's ready to pot up. And then the last thing on my list is to check my propagations. I just want to make sure that they're all topped up with water and just ready to go, see how they're doing, so I don't have to worry about them when I'm gone. So, okay, let's start out with these pon guys first. Let's take a look. Okay, so my Philodendron Florida Ghost has actually started to do really well. This is the newest leaf. Look at how pretty that is. It's this beautiful, beautiful minty color, and this is a more mature shape than the last leaves. It has like this double lobe situation here, and the last one only had the singular, so really excited about that. I am very into this ghost, this particular one. I've had a few different ones, and just like the way that the variegation is coming in, I don't even know if this is considered variegation, like when it comes in lighter and then fades to dark. I don't know what that's called really, but just this particular specimen, it's just, I love the coloring and it's doing really well. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna move my light. It's kind of wrong. I just realized I'm wearing the same sweater as in the last video that I posted. Normally I change if I'm filming multiple videos on the same day, but I forgot to change this time, so I'm exposed. Okay, what was I saying? I don't remember. The algae situation. Can you see how bad it is? This is my problem with pon, and I know I could do something about that. I just haven't yet. It just annoys me, even though I haven't done anything to prevent the algae, like put something around the container or anything like that. I'm just really on the fence of whether I want to keep it in pon. I kind of want to try to transition it to soil. I kind of do. Let's just take it out and look at the roots. I'm just curious here. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. To move my tea over. Okay. The roots look really good. These are really healthy and happy. Wow, I could almost pot this, honestly. Well, they're not that out of control yet. Okay, maybe I'll keep it in pon a little bit longer, but if any of you have transitioned a plant from pon back to a regular potting mix, leave a comment below, because that's kind of what I want to do with this plant. I'm just kind of over the whole algae situation, and I'm just kind of over pon, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. So yeah, let me know what I should do. In the meantime, I'm going to wash out this container. I'm going to add some new pon into here. Of course, I'm gonna reuse this stuff and boil it and everything, but I'm just gonna add new stuff for now, or else that whole process wouldn't be finished until tomorrow. So I have my bin of fresh pon here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill up the containers, which I've left on the counter. Whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna add a bit in. Dusty. Okay, we're gonna add the plant in. All right, and I'm just gonna fill the rest up. Okay, that's what he's looking like. Okay, I'm gonna add some fresh Osmo coat into the pot, just a tiny little bit, or into the cup, I mean. Just gonna sprinkle it along the top. Really don't need a lot. And then I'm just going to water this through and then leave a little bit of water in the reservoir. This is probably my favorite pond setup that I have, because I just find it satisfying to be able to like flush the water right through. And then this cup doesn't have any holes in the bottom, so it goes like that. And I just fill up a little bit. So add a little bit more. A little bit more maybe. So the water is about up to there, so it's good. He should be happy. Again, let me know what you think I should do. Should I move him to soil, or is he gonna die? Because I don't want him to. This is my only Florida ghost right now, so yeah, and I really like him. Okay, so this one, my black velvet, causes me a little bit more grief. You can see this leaf has decided to go on us. I'm going to take it out, full of algae again. Look at that, so unwell. Oh! Look at these little corms that it's putting out. Oh, that makes me happy, because because I would like to start a new one. Wow, these roots are better than I thought they were gonna be. Why the heck does this plant only want one leaf at a time? Like, looks good in here. Oh my gosh, so it has all of these like, these corms that are developing. They're still attached, so I guess I probably shouldn't detach them. I usually just use the corms that are like loose in the mix when I do a repot, but I've never gotten one from this plant, and I don't see one yet. Is that a thing, or can you take these ones? This one looks like pretty ripe. Should I, oh, there it comes. I guess we're gonna try to grow an alocasia black velvet from this one. Looks a little weird. It's so dark, but it's not squishy or anything. It should be healthy. Okay, so we'll save that. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing. We're going to clean this out. It's pretty yucky in there. Clean that out and then repot him back up. By the way, I have mesh in my sink in case anyone was worried that I'm just like washing rocks down my sink. I'm definitely not. I always have this in just because I deal with plants. My tea bag is chilling in here still too. Okay, we're literally just going to do the same thing. I'm gonna add some pon into here. I'm worried I'm gonna get dust in my tea. Or in my lungs, honestly. It's so cool to like see the corms developing. It reminds me of an umbilical cord, like how it's attached to the mother. So interesting. Okay. 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 There it is. Boop. Cutie. Okay, I just added the Osmo coat in. I did add a little bit more than I typically put just because alocasia tend to be hungry, and I have had people suggesting that I up my feeding because it has been struggling, obviously. It's like fizzing. That's bizarre. I doubt you'll be able to hear, but I can hear it. Sounds like I just opened a soda. Okay, weird. Okay, so the water level is about here, and that's gonna be that. So I guess let's put that corm in some sphagnum. Okay, so I'm on this glass jar thing for doing my corms, and I'm even trying some wet sticks in this method right now as well. Anyways, I'm just going to, I don't think we need this tail part. I usually just break it off. Okay, so this is what it looks like. My heat is so loud, I have to turn it off. Can you guys believe how loud my heater is? Like, that's absurd. Okay, and then we're literally just gonna stick it in. There's moist sphagnum in here. Did I say that? I'm not sure. It's just lightly moist. It's not sopping wet. I wrung it out. And then I just kind of bury it. Like I just surround it. You probably can't even see it in there, but it's just like cradled with the sphagnum. My battery's gonna die. We gotta rush. And then I cover it with a plastic wrap and then seal it with an elastic. Whoop, to keep it tight, keep the humidity in there. And that's it. Then put it somewhere where it can get some light and isn't going to be cold. So I'm actually gonna put mine exactly where my last corms were, my alocasia silver dragon corms, which I potted into this mama. There's one baby, and then there's a baby in the back. The one in the back maybe looks a little more vibrant, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them right there, so they're pretty close to the grow light, and I suspect that it will do super well as long as it was a viable corm. Alright guys, so this is going to be my temporary solution for the algae. I put socks on them. Look at how cute. They're Halloween socks, and look, it makes them so sassy. Bye bye. I'm fine. I love it so much. Okay, so they're gonna be wearing my Halloween socks for now, and hopefully that works. I'm sure it will. Why wouldn't it, right? Also, regarding me saying that I'm kind of over pond, I don't know if that is entirely true. I think I just need to experiment more and kind of just spend more time growing different plants in it and try to figure out what works best, and to find solutions to the problems that I'm having. It hasn't even been a full year since I've been using pond, and I really only have a few plants in it, so I am going to keep working with it and just, you know, trial and error. My Anthurium viridifolium is probably my plant that's doing the best in pond. It's super happy now. I'm constantly putting out new leaves, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, just wanted to say that I don't want to be like so negative when it comes to pond, because I think that it really can be amazing for plants. At least I'm not gonna be negative yet. I'm gonna give it longer, maybe until the end of this summer, and then I'll have like a better opinion after we go through this whole growing season. Okay, what is next on my list? Oh, watering. Okay, I don't know why I'm like dreading watering tonight. It can just be a lot of work to like move all of the plants and everything. Does anybody else ever feel the same? Like sitting and doing this repotting kind of stuff is like pretty relaxing for me, but sometimes watering, I mean, once I get going it's fine, but just like hauling everybody out and you know. Okay, so pretty much my whole house needs to be watered right now, so I'm just gonna pick a section for us to do together that I'll put in this video, and then I'll have to just like power through the rest of it after I'm done filming this video, because obviously I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me water literally 100 plants, but we will do a section together. Okay, so we're gonna be watering some plants from my bedroom actually, and I'll just show them to you quickly. So we're gonna be watering my philodendron McDowell. Is this even thirsty? It's like not completely dry, but since I'm going to be going away, I think I am just gonna add some water. I won't completely saturate it, but I'm gonna add a little bit of water just so it's not gonna be like drooping by the time I come back. And as you can see, we have a new leaf that is trying to make its way out. I just noticed that it's getting stuck. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see, but it's getting stuck on this dried sheath thing, so I need to rip that off or cut that off to free it. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be watering this one a little bit. And then my golden pothos, which has decided to start growing again since it has recovered from thrips, which is amazing. Got several new leaves coming in. My jade satin scindapsus, which has decided to give me this silver leaf, which at first I was not impressed about because obviously I just want it to be this dark green like it's supposed to be, but now I kind of like it. Like, that's really pretty, and it's actually giving me a second leaf, which is crazy because this has only given me like 2 leaves per year, and it just gave me this one, and now it has a new one coming, so that kind of blew my mind a little. And I'm hoping like maybe we've turned a corner, you know? Maybe she's just gonna start growing for me now. And then we're gonna be watering my Hoya compacta, my baby here. It is working on, oh, I thought that leaf was gonna dry out. I don't think so. It's working on some new growth. So I definitely want to make sure that it's well watered. And I'll probably spray it with some of my orchid spray as well, actually. And then I'm gonna water my bear paw, my marble queen pothos. Look at how good she's looking these days, you guys. She just looks so good. And then my philodendron micans. Again, this one's kind of the same as the McDowell, where it's not bone dry yet, but I know I kind of hate when my plants are in this stage before I'm going to be going out of town, because I know that they're going to be like drooping if I don't water them until I get back. Like they'd probably be due for water in like a couple of days, but I'm not going to be here, so I'd rather just give a little bit of extra water. For me, root rot happens when I underwater, like when a plant is too severely underwatered and then you go and water it again. So I feel like I'm posing less of a risk of that just by lightly watering before I leave. It's kind of a judgment call that you have to make, you know? Okay, let's water these guys. Alright, so I am going to be spraying my compacta with this orchid spray. I've been trying to be more consistent and just better about spraying my Hoyas down with this because I do think that it makes a difference. And I did used to do this a long time ago, but I was experiencing some burn on some of my Hoyas and I attributed it to this, which it could have been, but now I'm only spraying at night, so it's not going to be like blasted by a grow light or sunlight or anything like that after application. So I think that we're going to be safe, hopefully, using this at night. Anyways, I did start using this on some of my other Hoya, my Hoya Shepherdii being one, and you guys, I kid you not, this started working within like 5 days, unless it was a crazy coincidence, but I was just saying in my Hoya collection that Shepherdii had not grown at all since I moved, and I sprayed it with this, and then literally like 5-ish days later, I noticed multiple new leaves on it, and it also looks like some of the peduncles are getting ready to bloom. Unfortunately, I caught it in my drawer and cut off part of the vine, and that was a part where the peduncle looked like it was gonna bloom, so I was bummed about that. But anyways, point is, I'm going to be using this on my Hoya again. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just started gathering everything and getting ready to pot up my Philodendron Splendid here. As you can see, look at the roots in there, and then this is the other one. And then I realized that I don't have any potting mix. That's so annoying. I haven't gone to the store yet. I'm out of supplies. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pot this up today. So it's gonna stay in water a little bit longer, and then I will add that into another video, probably the next plant chores, or maybe, I think I might have a propagation video coming up, so maybe I'll slip it into there. Either way, I will film it, so you guys will be able to see and I will keep you updated. But yeah, that sucks. I was excited to get that going, but I guess it will have to wait. So I think that that leaves us with, let's take a look here. Check propagations. Okay, so I'm gonna go around with my little squeeze bottle and we are going to make sure everybody is topped up. Okay, we're gonna start here on top of my Millsbow Wide. Now this one has my string of spades and my silver glory. Look at the roots. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. Those are rooting up. Doesn't really look like it needs much water. I'm just gonna add a little bit. And then my trailing jade back here, you guys. Look at those roots too. Oh my gosh. This is only after a couple of weeks. That's so crazy. This grow light is just, it's amazing, you guys. I'm gonna top that one up all the way. And then back here, my other trailing jade, there's some roots coming in there. I'm just gonna reach across. Sorry, you can't really see this one well. I'm gonna spray some water. And, oh, Philodendron sylvastatum is getting dry. Definitely needs to top this guy up. Also has root development happening, if you can see that. So exciting. I am going to be releasing a video all about my propagations, giving updates and whatnot. So I guess you guys are getting a bit of a sneak peek, but everyone's doing really well. I just topped up my Polynera. That can actually be potted pretty soon. What else do I have? Oh, my trailing jade down here. Didn't really need much. And my string of hearts. I keep moving this thing around. It was on that board and then I found the thrip, so I moved it over here. It's hanging off my thermostat now. Classy, right? Okay, I'm just gonna fill that all the way. These use water so quickly, like, it's insane. I feel like I'm filling these up every few days. Okay, so that's good for those. Oh, I almost missed this, the last one, Marble Queen Pothos. See if we have anything going on in here. Oh yeah, I can see there's a white root right there. Do you guys see that? It is exciting. Okay, and then I will just be adding a bit into the Splendid since it's gonna stay in there a bit longer. Okay, you guys, that is going to be it for this evening's plant chores. It probably worked out for the best for me that I wasn't able to do that last repot and making of that moss pole because it's already 7:15 and I still have a lot to do tonight just to get ready for leaving for my trip tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that you typically enjoy plant chores and I really enjoy filming them as well. So leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!